cute boy.
In the flesh, NoPlayingDinero, the fire starter. Everything free. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Y'all already know what it is. Y'all already know who it is. Today we got your boy Ralo. Ralo, you crying ass boy. You finally got your wish. You finally got back in Boosie. Good graces after they squashed their beef. But it took a while. It took over a year. These boys going back and forth about Ralo's paperwork. Understand, when Ralo was locked up, his own op, his own homeboy exposed him as a rat. And everybody ran with it. Even I did. Ran with that. But see, we still don't know the real truth about what you did, Ralo, because you ain't show Boosie that sealed paperwork. Boosie looked you in the eyes and he squashed that beef, but Boosie also looked you in the eyes and he said, yo, show me the sealed documents. Why you can't show me the sealed documents if you want to get back in my good grace? But you know what? I'm going to give you a pass on that, Ralo. I'm going to give you a pass on that. We back cool, we whatever. I did a verse for you in jail. You ain't even respect that just so you can have money on your books. And you get out of jail and you scream, Boosie, a 40-year-old rapper, still doing shows. Come on, the ultimate disrespect. You know, they been going back and forth, even all the way into the rich homie Quan funeral. Ralo sent one of his ops, a mediator, to try and get him to sit down with Boosie right then and there. But Boosie was not having it, but they finally linked up. They finally linked up at a studio session and went in the room and hashed out their differences. But a whole lot of stuff happened at that same incident. Remember Tally? Ralo, one of Ralo fam goon homies? He got jumped that same night because he was also spewing dirt on Ralo's name. The fam goon homies blessed him. If you want to check out that content, Stan G got that content up. You know what I'm saying? We ain't following all that. Right now, we getting into that Boosie and Ralo squashing their beef. You know, they had a long-standing feud that started while Ralo was in jail when the paperwork came out. And they said that Ralo allegedly tried to set up a deal with the feds to tell on some people. But Ralo came back and said that, yo, I was just shooting a figure four, you know what I'm saying, pump faking. If you don't know what pump faking mean, that mean I'm just trying to run the play on the feds. But the thing is, you can't run the play on the feds because you got to give the feds accurate information if you want that time cut, right? Understand, I've been saying this for a whole year and a half when Ralo said that. He was running the play on the feds, trying to get him some fake, false information to tell on some couple people who really didn't do the crimes. You know the feds was going to investigate that. You know it was going to come out to be false information, and that's a crime itself, giving false information to the federals. Understand what you're hearing and seeing, but to get back to the Boosie and Ralo beef, it started over comments Ralo made in jail. He said when he get out, him and Boosie was going to get hands and feet. Hands-on with each other, because Boosie kept saying, I don't deal with rats. I ain't messing with Ralo. I ain't messing with Gunna. I ain't messing with this man. When Ralo got out, he confronted Boosie on social media and went on a full-blown rant for 5-6 months straight, confronting Boosie, even going as far as to say Boosie was washed up. As far as say Boosie ain't a good CEO. And Boosie in turn came back and said, Ralo, look, man, you ain't even got no rap career. Nobody knows you. Nobody knows you, man. Your music ain't hitting hard or nothing. But they finally got in the situation. They had a mediator, one of their big homies, a mutual acquaintance, stepped in and said, yeah, y'all need to get together and hash out this. Boosie confirmed all that on Vlad. You know what I'm saying? On the Vlad interview when he was asked about did him and Ralo squash that beef that they already had over the alleged snitching claims. You know what I'm saying? And Boosie went on to say, hey, look, listen, me and the man, good people now. You know what I'm saying? But he still ain't show that sealed document. Let's get all the way into what Boosie had to say.
Me and Ralo just had to sit down.
Oh, you guys sat down?
Yeah.
Well, because at one point he said he didn't mean to diss you. And, you know, there was some back and forth. So you guys finally sat down in person?
Yeah.
Okay. Were there a lot of people there or just the two of you?
Nah, his niggas and my niggas.
Okay, so there were some people there making sure everything was calm. How did it go?
I mean, it went cool. I mean, it went cool.
So no beef anymore.
Nah,
I'm glad, man. I've always liked Ralo. I've interviewed him twice. I don't think that Ralo snitched based on it.
I think he snitched. I think you snitched too, Boosie. You telling something on the sideline too. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I ain't asking you to agree with me on that, but one thing about it, once I beef with you, we beef. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got to speak no more ever again. We ain't got to do business ever again. We ain't got to run into each other ever again. We ain't even got to make no action on our beef. We just know fluently that we don't mess with each other. We don't rock with each other. And we got to say all that about me. I'm a 40-year-old. I'm washed up. You know what I'm saying? I ain't a good CEO. You know what I'm saying? You gonna do this and that to me. Hey, look, listen. When you see me, don't beg me. Don't beg me to accept you. And that's what Ralo did. He begged Boosie to accept him back in his good graces, but he still ain't showed the paperwork that he needed to show. So both of them, come on. I told y'all, the rap game watered down. The rap game ain't the streets. Because on the streets, once we beef, once you call me that, hey, if I know I ain't that, I ain't responding. If I know I ain't a stitch, I ain't responding. I ain't begging you to come back. That's like begging the dope man for some work. You know what I'm saying? After you done ran off with the last pay, homie. Understand what you hearing and seeing, man. That's just my expert opinion about this thing. I feel like both of these boys, you know what I'm saying? It's good they hashed out their difference, but we already know it wasn't going to get violent because Boosie an older type guy. He ain't trying to do all that. Ralo is a loose cannon right now. Ralo is just a person out there chasing the clout that he think he deserved. But we only know Ralo from going on the podcast, running his mouth, jumping in Dolph situation, talking about Big Jug, talking about Govan, talking about this man here, just throwing himself in every situation possible. He calmed down on it a little bit, and I give him credit for that. But when I look at you guys, I see nothing but rappers. I don't see nothing street about you. You already know what it is. You already know what's up.